So, it's a gorgeous, unexpectedly gorgeous day. Our little weather app said that it would be high pollution and that it would be very, very cloudy. I don't reckon. So, day off, come out for a little bit of a spin, and I thought I would talk about a topic for once, which is about North and South divide. So, I'm a Yorkshireman, I'm from Yorkshire, and I'm living right down on the south coast. In fact, I'm right next to the beach. I've not been to the beach because you have to walk up there. Well, I'm not really that bothered about looking at the water. But yeah, I live down on the south coast. I'm from North Yorkshire, East Yorkshire. And I've also lived in Scotland for about 5 years. So I've definitely done the north thing, and I'm definitely doing the south thing now. So which is better? Depends where you sort of choose to live. If you choose to sort of live in a city, then you're going to get city life, whether you're up north or down south or wherever you are. And some people prefer that. Personally, I'm a bit of a country bumpkin. This is a little town, and this is probably a little bit overpopulated for me. I like village life. Myself and my wife, we're both brought up in villages, and yeah, so we're definitely not city dwellers. We're even town dwellers, to be honest. So in that sense, the main difference for us is a difference in house prices and rental prices. So for £700 a month in Portsmouth, in not the nicest area, you're going to pay £700 a month for a 1.5 bedroom flat. For £800 where I'm from a month, you can get a 5 bedroom house with an acre or two. That is a big difference. It means that the cost of living is generally a great deal higher, if only because rents are quite a lot higher. And it doesn't necessarily mean that there is more jobs around at a higher salary, other than there are more people, therefore more jobs, more industry, and closer links to sort of major cities such as London. So that dictates that there are perhaps a few more higher paid jobs, but not necessarily mean that you're going to be on a higher salary simply because you live in the south. So that has a real sort of major impact on your quality of life, because it affects where you live, but it also affects how much spare money you have. So money, that's a big difference. Climate, I never noticed a difference in climate when I moved from Yorkshire to Scotland. I genuinely didn't. Might be a bit naughty now, I'll have to probably cut out a bit of this. Yeah. So what's the other differences then? Money's one thing, money's an obvious one. Just calm this bike down a little bit. Yeah, money's a very obvious one. The temperature, I've never noticed the difference moving from Yorkshire to Scotland in temperature, but moving from Scotland down to Portsmouth, my god, look at it. It's in March. I know today it's particularly cloudy up there and miserable, and you just have to embrace that as much as you possibly can, and as much as the rest of us English do embrace that. There's nothing like a bit of good weather. I drove down from Yorkshire again the other day. I left wet weather, bad weather, come down and eventually hit this sort of sunshine. So there is definitely a difference being on the absolute south coast in terms of weather. Biggest thing for me, which was a perceived difference, was a difference in people, northerners and southerners. And southerners are definitely southern. Not saying I don't like them, I spend all my time with them. But northern folk, a little bit warmer, a little bit friendlier, a little bit less particular, a little bit less, I don't know, pedantic, and a little bit less, oh my god, dare I say it, a little bit less righteous. A general northern mentality is of a benefits world or a grafting world, and I don't get the same sort of impression, clearly I'm generalising, out of all of these old southerners down here. Just not the same sort of work ethic really, definitely not the same sort of benefits culture, but definitely for the workers that exist, not the same work ethic. A little bit more entitled they come across, and I think I am well placed to say that, although I'm sure some people won't like hearing it. And quite a naive impression of the north down south, you know. I don't know what they think we do up there, rubbing sticks together to light fires or what, but you know, for me, to go and move up north and back to Yorkshire would be excellent. I'd love it. You know, and I would embrace that and probably enjoy a better quality of life, more money in my pocket, and yeah. And down here, you know, you've got to make it work. And life is what you make it, essentially. Oh, I tell you what, as well, finding a decent road down here, it's not impossible. They exist. In fact, they're everywhere. But it's not half as easy as it would be up the road, up north. There's far more roads. When I go up north, I think, oh, I wish I was on my bike. I wish I was on my bike. Down here, you've really got to hunt out a decent road. And what you end up doing is you end up going over the same old routes over and over and over again. It is a little bit tedious, but there is more places to visit, so you can't get one without the other, unfortunately. Portsmouth's a cracking place to live and have a bike. There's a bit of a leisure tool. There's so many places you can go. London's only an hour and a half-ish, you know, on a bike, an hour and 3/4 into town. Not bad at all. Or Bournemouth, and further afield, sort of Dorset way on. Lovely over there, some nice little chocolate box little towns, that kind of thing. Yeah, very nice. There's also a lot more upper caste people down south. That's definitely notable, especially when you're in and around the likes of Chichester, which is next to Goodwood. You know, you don't see too many of them things kicking about up the road. So yeah, definitely the moneyed seem to prefer living this way on, which is completely understandable, obviously. But for me, you know, home's where the heart is. Home is up north. Oh, fella, where are you going? I'll go that way. Oh, another little race against a 911.